Alright, alright, so I guess the gimmick with this video is that I recorded a review for Century Age of Ashes like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and never posted it. I can't remember why. I just didn't. I think I forgot. Just forgot. Anyways, years later, thinking, hey, I kind of want to play it again. And then I saw the recording from years ago, and I was like, wow, you know what I could do? I could do a review that's across time. So you're getting not just one period of time, but you're not just getting one time. You're getting two times. For one game. Two reviews, one game. So that's what I'm going to do today. And that was definitely not an excuse for me to play Century Age of Ashes and just ramble about it, whatever I feel like. So yeah, that's this video. The first bit will be me, and the second bit will be also me, just in different versions of me. So yeah, here's the first one. Here's younger me. There's this little game called Century Age of Ashes. You fly dragons and it's fun, and I'm going to be playing it today. Today we're going to be playing some Century Age of Ashes. There's this little game called Century Age of Ashes. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yeah. To my singular viewers, I think you should play it. And this video is an example of why you should play it. It's yeah. It's been out for quite a while, but I don't see anybody talking about it, and I barely hear about anybody playing it. So, yeah. I expect this video to get no views, but if you watch this, then thank you. And I hope that the possibility of you getting this game and having some fun is enough for you to watch this video. And I think that it's totally worth it. So, yeah, so you have some dragons, you have some people. Yeah, so this is the game. You have different people. There's like 3 different main characters that you get without having to pay anything, and they have basic abilities like going invisible and stuff like that. And it's pretty fun. So you kind of control with the mouse. You need to do boost and also to glide. It's actually really smooth. So basically, the audio levels are really terrible. I was really bad back then, still am now, but I was even worse back then. Basically, I was a simp for the controls. And as you see, or as you will see later in the video, I still am. But basically, if you can't, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say right now. S key to back up, and this combination of this makes things pretty cool. And then you can collect boost faster. And then, as you can see, I have different ability things. And then Q and E to dodge. It's a dogfight. It's a dogfighting game, but with dragons. This game mode particularly, I died. With this game mode particularly, you're trying to like kill your opponents, obviously, but you're also trying to get gold and stash gold. So it's like, you you know, just fun little. I'll head back to my base, which is now locked. So that's fun. Come on. It's quite satisfying. Vault is now open. Dodge. And you can see when you got missiles coming. And these things. Get you out of there. It feels very, I want to say, like organic controls. Obviously, you're going to probably have to calibrate your mouse a little bit in the settings. But that's pretty easy, and once I did that, it's definitely kind of quick gameplay, honestly. Also, too, turns you invisible as the Phantom. But once you get used to it, it's actually it's quite exhilarating. It's quite fun. I would highly recommend if you would. And I believe on Xbox I think it might be free on things, but I can check. Probably, yeah. Gotta be careful not to run into things like I just did twice there. Oh. There you go. Alright. One of the ways you get good at this game and you get used to this game is you get really used to boost and brake. That makes you just so much more maneuverable. Ah, damn, we lost. I'm pretty sure it's a 3 game if I remember correctly. Yeah, 2 out of 3. So, yeah. This is Century. And then, it's not, you know, it's not a pay to win at all. But, you know, so there is that, and if for people who are completely against having a game where you have a slight advantage from paying, this might be a little bit wrong. But it's really, I haven't seen any advantage with the things you get. If any advantage at all, it's mostly cosmetic. I feel like I should reiterate. I mean, it's cosmetic, and you get you can get other abilities, but from what I've seen, those abilities are not at all they're not better than the abilities you get by not paying extra. That makes sense. I'm out of boost. Burn. No. Alright, I should probably get out of here. I am not the best, but that's okay. I'm fun. You should too. Ooh, that guy. Whoop. If you like aerial games, like games with it's definitely pretty good. Pretty good. flight mechanics, like I kind of said before, are really smooth. Shift makes you able to look back. This is neat. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose. That's okay. Totally see this game as a type of thing where it's just playing in the background of some guy talking about something on the internet. Gets millions of views. Anyways, alright. That's Sanctuary of the Ashes. It's pretty fun. And yeah. Artie, now it's me. Now it's me. As in modern me, up-to-date me, me which is aware of the current culture and trends. So yeah, now I'm gonna be playing this game nobody's heard about. Wow, that's cool. A few things. I have not played this in a while. That's the first thing. The second thing, I have not watched the previous recording of me when I was younger talking about the game. So I have no idea what I just told you. I hope it was something that was interesting, but I don't know. Younger me was definitely not the most entertaining and was honestly kind of cringe. But I don't hold that against my younger self because, of course, everybody's like that. Name me one person who isn't like that, and I can probably give them like 3 examples of why they're wrong. Alright, remember the controls. It's pretty simple. The controls are pretty simple to the actual view of talking about what this video's for. The controls are pretty simple. I'm actually, in terms of like flying games, I'm actually a big fan of the way they did it here because it feels a lot more natural for what they were going for than perhaps some like other options they could have gone with. So yeah, I really like that. One thing against it I will say, whoops, is that I'm really bad. No, but one thing I will say is that I need to stop running into things. This is a theme I'm noticing, is that I just run into things. I thought that I had gotten over that, but I haven't. Okay, I need to get out. What are my abilities again? Spike, yeah. Okay, I need health desperately. Oh god. Bounty expired, okay. I'm very dumb stupid, so don't blame me. Okay. Bounty. Ooh, a thingy. Okay, I should probably be talking about the game. So yeah, I like it. This is me. This is not, you know. I like it. I like the controls. I like the gameplay. God damn. I am Miguel's enemy. But one thing I will say, it kind of, like, it, you know, like, I'm fine with microtransactions. I can talk. But, I don't know, there's something about, like, it doesn't have enough to offer in relation to the microtransactions for me to be like, yeah, I can ignore it. But no, so, there's a lot, it's a fun game, but the amount of stuff that's kind of hidden behind a paywall, I am really bad, is kind of ridiculous. Like, it definitely has got, like, even from, like, early on, like, years ago, it was definitely, like, still wound up in that whole, like, live service game bonanza. Oh god, I need to stop running into things. Daenerys would not be proud of me. But yeah, it kind of got swelled up in that whole live service game emulating energy thing that so many other games did. The difference with this one is, and like I have plenty of forgiveness for it, you know. Yeah, it's not my favorite and I wish it wasn't the case, but I'm not going to be like, it's not going to ruin a game for me. You know, I'm not going to like immediately see that sort of interface and be like, "Oh no, this is not a game for me." No, I'm still going to give it a chance. The only difference here is that like the amount of stuff that it offers versus the amount of live service game like, you know what I mean? Like in the menu, just the amount of just random, you know what I mean? The amount of that compared to the amount of stuff it actually offers, is not worth it. It feels a little different than some of the other games. The first game that comes to mind is Apex of Legends. But that could just be me. That could just literally be me. Alright. But other than that, I think it's pretty fun. I think that the design of the different things is super cool. Like, personally, I'm like, for what I'm into, it's like a dream come true. Just to be able to fly around a map like this in this way, it's great, and I still like. But I'm not, you know, since I recorded that video. Granted, I can't remember exactly what I said, but can't remember exactly what I said in that previous video. But I haven't really played it that much in the past couple years. Like, I have, but I haven't, you know? Like, it's the sort of thing where, like, every several months, like, you know, I'll pick it up and just be like, oh, here, I'll play a match, and then I just leave. Like, it's great, and the whole, you know, the actual gameplay is enough for me to keep it around and keep it installed in my games library, but it's not enough for me, like, it's not enough for me to, like, get super into it. And I think that if I remember, okay, I don't remember what I said in the previous, but I do remember it being somewhat positive at least. Like, pretty positive at least. And I think that I was kind of thinking that I would get super into it. Yay, victory. But I haven't gotten super into it. Wow, we completely swept the floor with them. Wow. Good for us. Good for us. Hell yeah. But I haven't gotten super into it. Hell yeah! I definitely have not gotten in. And it's not that it doesn't offer enough like stuff in the game. That isn't my problem, even though that is one thing, is that, like, the amount of stuff you can do, like, you can actually do without, you know, that's not just buying DLC, which is something that I'm not going to do because, like I said, it doesn't offer enough. But other than that, there's just not a lot of stuff that you can do. Like, there's not a lot of variations of stuff, and that's fine. All right, I need to get my words in order because, like I said, I haven't played for a while, and yeah. All right, so not like there's not different modes. Like there's a few different modes. All right. It's not a lot, but it's there, you know? My problem is that I don't know, there just isn't, it doesn't feel like there's enough. Like, yeah, there's different maps, but like every time I play it, and I think this might be the biggest problem with it, which is kind of a stupid problem to have with it, to have with a game, but it's a problem for me anyways, and that's the fact that every time I play it, I just feel like this game could be so much more. Like with what they have with the flying mechanics, and what they have with the PvP mechanics, the fighting mechanics, what they have with the controls, they have with the design is absolutely amazing. And then what they did was an arena PvP. Like that's all that they did. Yes, they have dragon racing, but it's like it's not even. I don't know. It could have been so much more. It could have been. I just get the feeling that it could have been so much more. God, I am not good. Like if they created like, I don't know how they would even do this. So that's kind of why it's a stupid question. But like if they. Oh God. I'm dead. If they managed to like, if they could figure out how to like, I don't know. Make like a different type of game with it. Like I'm not saying open world. That's not what I said. What I'm saying is like something, you know, like I don't know, it's just that like you can do so much with like with having this sort of like the stuff that they already have in place. And what sucks is that I can't really put my finger on it. Like I know it's there and I can feel it in my bones, but it's not like, I don't know, I feel like just it's something missing. Something's missing. They have a great concept, but it feels like it was a great game built on the back of just, oh, want to create another live service game. And they like accidentally created something that I really like. Maybe nobody else will ever like it, other than like a few people. And that's one problem that could arise with something like this, where it's so heavily like focused on Dragon Pass and all that. But what can happen with something like this, you can have just the only players who play are people who are so into it, like it becomes a pay to win, which would be bad. But I don't think it's become that. I don't think it's become that. I really don't. At least not in the games that I've played recently. All right, we gotta come back, baby. Come back, baby. But I don't know. One thing I don't know is the way I can explain the controls and why I love them so much is because, as you can see, it's the arrow. You move the arrow around and thusly, and then oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm so bad. Oh no. Ooh. Hello. But it's W, S, W, you can, you know, shift to look back, W to go forward, double W, W, double forward to go to do like a little speed boost thingy. And then obviously a mouse. Hide. Alright, I need to go back to the thing desperately. Then Q and E to like to basically dodge to the side. It's a fun game. I don't know how many of these players are bots, but it's a fun game. Will I get into it and play it probably a lot more after I stop recording this video / this review thing? Probably not. Will I come back to it in the future? I don't see why not. I do not see why not. But I don't know, like it's just the best way I can just describe it is just it's your standard arena PvP, just with the added the gimmick, the added caveat that you are flying dragons with controls that work really well and feel really natural once you get used to them. Or at least they feel really natural to me. But it's just it does not have much else to offer other than like basic arena PvP. If it had more to offer, I think this could be one of the best games that I've ever played. But it's not, so it isn't, you know? So and like I have not a lot against, like, okay, I think my favorite I think my favorite game mode, at least that I've played recently, is the PvP 4v4, where that's the main thing you're doing, and not just collecting gold dragons type thing, you know? Because it's pretty, you know, there's not much to offer right here, right? It's just fly around, get gold, deposit the gold, kill other players, maybe. Come on! We just need a little bit more. We just need a little bit more, anybody? Oh no. No. Oh, that's painful. That is painful. That is painful. All right, one last game. One last round, and I'm going to continue talking. One last round, and I'm going to continue talking about it. So, there's just not a whole lot to say about it. I really like the controls. I really like the design. It doesn't have much to offer. That's about it. It's basic arena PvP, where most of the cool shit that looks cool, at least in terms of like the dragons, is hidden behind a paywall. And in terms of the number of game modes, they're kind of just different versions of the same exact game mode sort of thing. Slight variations which make it slightly worse. Would I recommend this game to other people? I think that if the visuals of just flying around on dragons, and like if the idea of flying around on a dragon in a game like this, because let's be honest, it hasn't been done enough. I mean, I know that it's been done a lot, but not enough. I mean, there are not enough games out there which it's dedicated to this, dedicated to just aerial mounts, and I think that's a shame. So if you like that, I am dead. If you like that, if that is enough for you, then I think that you should check it out, because it is free. That's one thing I should have mentioned before, but it is free. And I think that on that basis alone, I think that I'd still recommend people check it out. Do I think that it's a quality game? my measure of quality in games, no, I don't think it's a quality game. I think that it's a dragon-skinned remake of the standard live service game template. That's what I think about it. I think that it's another live service game which has less to offer than most of the ones that most people know about. And the main thing it has going for is the fact that you can fly around small little arenas on a dragon and fight people on the dragon, and the controls are actually not bad. It's a gimmick. It really is a gimmick. It is not. It doesn't feel like that's what the game was built for. It feels like the game was built to sell DLC, and then from that, this is not one of my best matches only. And then from that, they created the, okay, what else is there going to be? The caveat is you get to fly on dragons. The thing is, the flying on dragons bit that they did afterwards, they did really well. And I love it. And for that reason alone, I think I am a bit of a fan of this game. I don't have a lot of hours on it, even years later. But I am a fan. I genuinely enjoy playing it. But I'm not going to play it often. And so, if that's enough for you, check it out. If I remember, I'm pretty sure... I can't remember what I said before, so I might have just completely repeated myself. And one thing, I'm not going to redo... Or I'm not going to censor myself because, oh, I already said it before. But... yeah, would I play... Is this game relevant in 2026? No, it wasn't relevant when it released. It's another free to play live service game. Like that's what it is. Like you don't need to know more than that because there isn't more than that. But yeah. Okay, one of the things that I wish was not there is that it does seem like the pay to fly. I like that. Pay to fly dragons. It seems like the pay to fly characters in dragons do give you a bit of an advantage, and that's a problem in my eyes. So yeah, fix that. Fix that. But it's not bad. Really is not bad. It feels, I wish it had more to offer. See, like, that's cool. But you know that all three of those and all of these character skins, except for me, are like, either they grinded for 2,000 hours or they paid a few bucks. And I have no problem with paying a few bucks if you really think it's worth it. But for me, it's nowhere close to being worth it, you know? Oh, damn. 4 deaths and no kills. So yeah. Kind of emblematic of my that's my review of the game. Kind of emblematic of those rounds that I just did. It's kind of, I feel like that's emblematic of the game. 1 win, 2 big losses. But that win was a good win. I liked that. That was a good win, and I'll still play for that win. But you know, if this was not a live service game, I think I would. I genuinely think that this is one of the games that I would actually have like 1,000 hours on, easy at this point. 1,000, maybe 1,200. It would be one of my most played games if it wasn't a live service game at the core. Yeah, and I think to finish it off, we have this. This is absolutely amazing. I love this main menu. Great, like the character standing, dragon in the background, absolutely wonderful. But then Dragon Pass, it's like you had so much going for you. You had so much going for you, and then you just had to like, really, This game is not big enough to justify a Dragon Pass. Come on. And so it's this. Great. Play now. Play things. Great. Lovely. Love it. Absolutely fantastic. But then you go up here and it's just live service game. Just, yeah, it's not as polluted as like some others have gotten. And to be fair, it hasn't gotten worse since I played it 3 years ago. But 2 years ago, I can't remember. It's time. But okay, you have home, great, love it, wonderful. Play, great, lovely, wonderful. However, when we look at the actual things here, okay, a quick play. And by the way, the loading time sucks. That's one thing that has gotten worse, is that, you know, I do not want to be waiting a minute to 2 minutes to play Century Age of Ashes match. I'm sorry, but that is a bit too long for me. Okay, last Bastion event. And granted, some events have been good, some events have been absolutely terrible. It depends on the event, so skipping that. PvP, classic, wonderful. It's standard sort of milk toast game mode, but okay, with the, like, cool cover art. Love it. We'll play it. Dragon Racing, yeah. The controls are not complex enough, and none of the maps are complex, and it doesn't justify Dragon Racing. I'm sorry. It's literally just this without the PvP. It's literally just this without with okay, there is PvP, but it's not. It's just this where you go around in circles. Like, that's all Dragon Racing is. An arena, I'm sorry, but it's just Dragon Racing. It's literally just a reskin of the other two, in my opinion. And by the other two, I mean these, because I'm not counting the event. Because events, I think that as much as I think you can judge the overallness of events, but I tend to not, because, you know, it's not. I don't know. I just don't feel good judging a game based off of their 3-day, 6-day, week-long events that just leave. So, review of this, and then like a week later, it's just gone. And so what's the point of having a review of it? It's like reviewing. It's literally just like reviewing an entire game that you know is going to be just deleted. And then it might come back, probably will, but it's just like that. Why would you review a game that says it's going to be deleted in 3 days? You know, like, why would you do that? Yeah, so that's that. Quick play. And by quick play, it's like somewhat quick. We'll get back to you in 7 business days. It's a 2-minute wait time. Keep that in mind. And I'm not gonna blame that. Put that on the game itself. What I am gonna say is that there are things that can be done about it. I'm pretty sure, and I know that they have less players now, but you can do better. Okay, you have this training. And great, yes, they have free flight. I'll give them that. They have free flight. That is a very good game. That is exactly what I want. Actually, and you have all the maps, absolutely wonderful. I think I shall do, honestly, this one. Okay, so I will do free flight to talk about the next little thing that I'm going to talk about, because there's 2 things now that the matches are over. I have kind of 2 more things to talk about, and then the video will be over. From my modern, smarter perspective, from my, probably said some things. Like I said, I have no idea what I told you before in the beginning of the video, earlier in the video. And in terms of editing the past footage, I think that I'm going to do, I'm intentionally, this is me thinking me in the future, editing me, kind of note to editing self. Don't edit myself to say things or to seem like I said things that I didn't say. So, like, don't make it Just have it be how I said. Okay, free flight. There's a few NPCs flying around, so you have something to focus on, which is good. I don't think that was there before. Oh god. Okay, but free flight where it's not against other players. I think that... Okay. I'm not saying to get rid of the PvP here. Oh, that's a friend. What I am saying, do free flight where it's more than just the same exact thing. It's literally just one of the game modes, just without the other players. Do actual free flight. And I'm not saying that's an ally. Okay. I'm not saying to get rid of anything other than probably some of the pay to win mechanics that seemed like they're threatening to be there. I don't know if they're quite there, but they're threatening to be there. Also tweak the controls, the mouse controls. It's a little bit finicky, and I mean that with all the love and respect. And by it's a little bit finicky, I don't mean it is finicky. I mean it's naturally finicky. And if you get a good feel for it and you get in a zone, that's one of the best things for the game is okay, when I feel like I'm in the zone, flying feels absolutely amazing in this game. Like, it's not finicky. I feel like, the whole cliche, one with the beast, one with the dragon, insert Game of Thrones, How to Train Your Dragon, freaking Lord of the Rings. I don't know if they fly dragons in Lord of the Rings. I don't think they do. But, it feels great. I'm just going to say that. It feels great. But when I'm not in the zone, exactly. And it almost feels like it's not intentional to be how it is. I feel like just the same with like the rest of the game is that it feels like they weren't intentionally trying to make a good flying mount game. What they were trying to do is make a live service game, and they accidentally succeeded in making a good flying mount game and not necessarily in making a good live service game, So it's great, but yeah. Also, I love the diving into the thing and make you go up. Like, it feels great. And the PvP, like when you're in the zone, it feels great. It feels great. I think that if you were to do a thing where you could get off the dragon, you'd probably want to make the controls a little bit more complex, because it's not, yeah, you can like stop and, fly around a little bit, but it's not, you can hover pretty easily. Just hold shift. But it's not, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more complex to do that. But that's like my main idea for the game, to make it so you can get off the dragon and do where you have quests, you can do stuff with the dragon but not on the back of the dragon, because for all intents and purposes you don't need the character on top of the dragon. I'm sorry game, but you just don't. The only thing that you're just adding abilities and being able to mismatch abilities. Just have it be where you are a dragon flying around, because that's what you are. That's what this game is. And I think that yeah. And there's a difference between being a dragon and riding a dragon. And the game needs to learn the difference. And so, if it was... I love this game, but I'm not going to play it. a whole ton, because it doesn't have much to offer, and there's just some things that I just cannot ignore. With that said, the design, even on like the basic free to fly dragons, even the character design is wonderful. Is it like original in terms of style? Absolutely freaking not. But is it great in my opinion? Absolutely. So yeah, I'm gonna go back to the menu now to give an example of what I'm talking about. And kind of where my biggest problem with the game is, and kind of not to say anything new necessarily, but to kind of just give an example. Because there are examples to what I'm talking about. I'm not just ranting right now. I am ranting right now, but I'm ranting with a purpose. And so that makes it different. That makes it a YouTube. So, here is the menu. Here is the main menu. And I'm going to start with the dragon in the room. The dragon in the room looks sick. That looks cool as hell. And that looks great. That's great. Wonderful. However, and the design of the things, wonderful. Wonderful. And then you had to go and do this. I'm sorry, but I don't care about this. Dragon Pass, this game is not enough to offer Dragon Pass. I'm sorry. I am sorry. It's just not. So there's the biggest button in the room. It even looks slightly bigger than this button. It is a big button. The biggest button. And like Minecraft Bedrock has the same problem. But still. Okay, so we have this. Sick. We're here. Now we go to here. And I already talked about this, but there is not enough here. There is not enough here. There's not enough here. There's not enough in ranked. There's not enough other than those two. Because really, it's all just the same exact game mode pretending to be different game modes. It's just all, it's, how do I explain it? It's like you have this. Yeah, okay. That's it. I'm not there. That's just that. I don't even need to explain it more than it already is. It's just you fly around as a dragon, pretending to be somebody on a dragon, but the controls are flying around as a dragon and flying on a dragon, the exact same in this game, which is a problem for me. And then you have just that. You have that quick play being as quick as about a minute and a half, usually. And then you have ranked, which is just a bunch of the same exact thing again. Then you have training, which is literally just the basic tutorial and free flight. But it's not train at your own pace in a peaceful setting. Yeah, cool. But they should have one where you can just fly around without PvP. I love the PvP. I love the car. I love it. I love it. But it shouldn't be the only thing. You have such cool design. You had such a cool control scheme going. And then you just had to do that. Just had to do the same exact thing 9 different times. And okay, cross the top, standard thing. And yeah, it's not as, this thing is not as long as, for instance, some other games like Apex of Legends, like I already said. But it's still pretty bad. Dragon Pass, look at all the shit that you can pay for. Isn't that cool? All the skins of a game that... Okay, if this... And I get, some people are probably going to love this game, and for them it's going to be, yeah. But if I could, get off of my dragons and like do stuff, and it was and the character that I was playing as was an actual, like, look at that. That is what that is right there. What you are looking at is just a character that will be there in the player banner and will walk kind of awkwardly at the end of every match. And other than that, will be sitting on a dragon. You don't get to do anything with this character. This is just a part of the dragon's design. But if you could get off in it, but if you could play, if you were this character and not just the dragon with a bunch of stuff on top, then I might consider it worth it. But it's not worth it. So this is just a bunch of wasted space and wasted design, because yeah. Another problem is reskins. They even have reskins in their own reskins. That and that. Same dragon. It's just blue. I'm sorry. It's that red, blue. So much. It's great. It's great. I love paying for the exact same thing, just blue. Wonderful. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, Dragon Pass. Rewards. Lore. There's all these different things. Like, come on. Arena PvP. That's all it is. Arena PvP Dragon. That's all it is. This game, I can't with this game. Classes, great, lovely. Get to change some stuff. You can even, like, customize the tail. Wait, no you can't, because you have to buy money. And look at all these other, look at that character, that's sick. Look at that character, that's sick. Look at that character, that's super sick. Get in class. Oh. The illusion of being free, technically, because you only need 20,000 credits. No. Stupid. Stop it. Redeem code. Stop it. $50. $50. $50. $30. $30. $30. Abilities. Wow. Scorching Breath. Curative Orb. Lethal Spike. Wow, that's cool. I wonder... Oh. Boosters. What I love is that they don't actually explain what this is. They just give you the option to buy it. I mean, like, they do explain... Let me rephrase. They do explain what it is. It's right here. It's an XP bonus. But you have these cool things. Such cool things. What are these? They're like stone. It's cool design. What is it? XP boost. That's literally all it is. Boost your XP. Pay money so you can grind a little bit shorter so you can pay more money. We'll buy it. I'm just kidding. No, I will not. Gems? Oh, you can... Oh, so the currency, let's see. 500 gems, $5. 1,000 gems, $9. Or, I mean, $10. Okay, if we see 1,000 gems is $10. And, of course, the whole thing of, like, how much money are you spending? You have no idea. Because it's like... It's this thing, and I get it, like, you know, whoever came up with the money in Hogwarts were an absolute genius, because nobody knows what any of the money is actually worth. Like, exactly, because it's all so fucking it's all really complicated. And so anytime you just give them what they tell you to, and you don't, like, if I was a standard wizard in freaking Diagon Alley and they told me to give over 10 whatever, I would not stand there for 5 minutes and do the calculations of how much that is worth. That's the exact same thing that's happening here and in every other live service game ever, is that you have no idea how much you're spending, because what you're spending is different amounts of spending. Okay, Nest is cool. Hatch dragons. Lovely. I like that. I love that. You get you get 3. You get 3. So yeah, you get 3. It's just play more to unlock the full 6. That's all that is. That's all that is. Shop. That's where I was. Explains the shoppy things. Wow, that's cool. How much is it? $20. I don't even know what it is. $60. That sure is $60 worth. Whatever is included in that. Okay, shop. It's kind of a low blow. It's like you're going to the shop and complaining about it being a shop. I get it. But still, Dragon Basic PvP Arena. In terms of the mechanics, it's the same thing all over again every single time. Bestiary. I have not checked this out. The Bestiary gives you an overview of the stories and locations of the dragon species you own and those you discover. You may discover new species when a player with an unknown showcase has started. Yeah, so it's completed. Ooh. Okay. Own 2. This is cool. You might say, "Oh, well, you just were proven wrong." Yeah, I was. There are a way to maybe get more than 6 dragons, I think. Overview 50. Brilliant stone snout. 50%. It doesn't explain how to get them though. First appearance season 3, initial origin shop events. Okay. Some of these, it doesn't look like they're saying initial origin shop, which is giving me the vibe of just you can't get them unless you buy them. So, okay. It's just, I take it back. They're pretending like you have more dragons as an option. I mean, might be wrong, but what it looks like from a player who has been gone for a long time, and I don't think I was here when this was a thing. Need to check the footage. But yeah, you don't have 6 dragons. You have 2 you get 2 reskin. You get 3 dragons for free, and then you get 1 reskin of each dragon. Iron Wing. Overview. Discovered. Overview. Wait, is this game actually good? Is this game gonna actually new dragon? And so there's a mechanic to get the dragon? Wow, that's cool. Is it a dragon? How do I get this? How do I species Iron Wing? There we go. List. So now we can just see it. Reskin. So yeah, I unlocked a thing by playing, it looks like. Rarity. So I own this thing. But let me guess. Shop. Actually, no. Let me go to classes. Dragon. Yeah, it's not here. So yeah. You have the illusion here, but it's just origin shop. This sucks. I hate this game now. Because what they're doing is they made a whole thingy. They made so much lore. Look at all the lore they made. And they wasted it because all of it is put behind a paywall, it looks like. God damn it. So you can get the Dragon Pass and unlock the lore. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, but that's all I have to say. Would I recommend this game? Yes. For the sole purpose of 4v4 PvP. Just regular PvP. Not arena, not racing, not the events. This. The variations in this. If flying around in a small arena as a dragon and taking people down is fun, is worth it to you, check it out, it's free. Other than that, nothing else is free. And from what I've seen online, people who have wasted their money, and what I've seen online, it's nothing else is worth it. It's just not worth the money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just not worth the money. It's not worth the money. Dragon Pass. All right, that's the video. Dragon Pass. God damn it. God damn it, Dragon Pass. Dragon Pass my ass.